Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation is focused on diagnosing the DTC P0714 code, which indicates an intermittent failure in the automatic transmission fluid ATF temperature sensor, specifically for the Honda Accord models produced between 2012 and 2017. This sensor plays a crucial role in monitoring the temperature of the ATF, which is vital for optimal transmission performance. It is a thermistor-type sensor that operates by changing its resistance in response to variations in temperature. Typically, the powertrain control module, PCM, sends a 5-volt reference signal to the ATF temperature sensor, which it uses to monitor the fluid temperature accurately. A malfunction in this sensor can lead to improper transmission operation, which may affect vehicle drivability. This presentation will guide through a systematic approach to troubleshooting this specific DTC. DTC P0714 signifies an intermittent failure of the automatic transmission fluid ATF temperature sensor, a critical component in the vehicle's transmission system. Located within the transmission, this sensor's primary role is to monitor the current temperature of the ATF. When the vehicle is operating, the sensor provides data to the powertrain control module, PCM, through a 5-volt reference signal. The PCM uses this data to assess the ATF's performance and make necessary adjustments to the transmission operation. If the temperature readings from the ATF sensor deviate from those of the engine coolant temperature ECT sensor 2, particularly after the engine has been stopped for a significant period, the PCM identifies a malfunction, hence the triggering of the DTC. Accurate functioning of the ATF temperature sensor is crucial. Otherwise, it could lead to serious transmission issues. Several factors can lead to DTC P0714 being triggered, which should be thoroughly investigated to resolve the issue. The first and most common cause is a failure of the ATF temperature sensor itself. This sensor is subjected to consistent heating and cooling cycles, which can lead to degradation over time. Diagnosing this issue involves checking sensor readings to confirm whether they are within specified limits. Another potential cause is an internal failure of the powertrain control module, PCM. If the internal circuits of the PCM are faulty, they may misinterpret sensor signals, falsely triggering DTC P0714. It's essential to methodically check both the sensor and the PCM to pinpoint the actual cause of the problem effectively. When dealing with DTC P0714, several symptoms may manifest that indicate a malfunction in the ATF temperature sensor. Drivers often experience transmission performance issues, such as erratic shifts or a delay in gear engagement, resulting from incorrect temperature readings. The automatic transmission AT gear position indicator may blink, alerting the driver to a potential issue with the transmission system. Interestingly, despite these issues, the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, may not illuminate, suggesting that the problem is intermittent rather than constant. Moreover, you could observe unexpected shift patterns, such as early or late shifting, which can impair overall drivability. If left unresolved, the ATF could overheat significantly, compounding transmission problems further. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0714 is to ensure proper operation conditions. Begin by pressing the engine start-stop button to select the off mode and allow the engine to remain off for a minimum of 6 hours. This duration is essential to ensure that both the ATF and engine coolant temperatures equalize. After the waiting period, restart the engine while the transmission is still in the Park P position. Once the engine is running, it is important to wait for at least 10 seconds before proceeding with further diagnostics. This step is critical as it sets the stage for the powertrain control module, PCM, to correctly gauge the temperature readings from both the ATF sensor and the ECT sensor 2. In the second step, The Honda Diagnostic System, HDS tool, should be employed to check for any diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, that may be stored in the PCM. This diagnostic mode allows you to view both pending and confirmed DTCs that could represent ongoing issues with the ATF temperature sensor or related components. It is critical to identify if there are any pending DTCs from previous drive cycles, as these bits of information can provide valuable insight into intermittent failures. Ensure to verify that the HDS tool is functioning correctly and can communicate flawlessly with the vehicle's onboard systems. This information will guide the technician in determining if DTC P0714 is part of a larger issue that requires further investigation. Once the necessary repairs have been made or components replaced to address the issues causing DTC P0714, it's crucial to verify the success of the repair. Begin by using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS, to clear any stored DTCs from the PCM. After clearing the codes, perform engine tests by running the vehicle to simulate normal driving conditions. Monitor the performance of the vehicle's transmission carefully. There should be no blinking of the AT gear position indicator and improved shifting behavior observed. These follow-up checks are vital to ensure that the repairs have resolved the issue, guaranteeing that the ATF temperature sensor now provides accurate readings. This step confirms the effectiveness of the repairs while ensuring the longevity of transmission performance. While specific preventive maintenance tasks were not detailed in the diagnostic text, maintaining the ATF temperature sensor and related systems can significantly reduce the likelihood of future failures. Regularly checking the ATF temperature sensor, especially during routine maintenance, can help identify issues before they escalate. Additionally, adhering to recommended intervals for automatic transmission fluid changes is essential. Old or degraded fluid can lead to sensor inaccuracies and transmission wear. It's also important to monitor ATF temperatures during vehicle operation to detect any deviations from expected norms. By instituting these preventive measures, not only can the longevity of the transmission system be ensured, but potential issues related to DTC P0714 can also be curtailed effectively. In conclusion, diagnosing and addressing DTC P0714 requires a systematic approach to troubleshooting the intermittent failure of the ATF temperature sensor. Understanding the role of the sensor in monitoring transmission fluid temperature is critical for maintaining optimal vehicle performance. Possible causes include sensor failure or PCM internal circuit issues, which need to be assessed carefully through the detailed troubleshooting steps provided. Regular preventive maintenance practices can mitigate the risk of future occurrences of this DTC, ensuring reliability in transmission performance. By following these guidelines, technicians can accurately diagnose and resolve DTC P0714, ensuring a safe and smooth driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!